Lighting up much more than a dub. My ace boom been loaded up the snub. Cleaned it with the handkerchief or his gloves. Now you know I keep cash on me.
Tonight, baby.
A little bit of hash on me. Couple niggas wanna mash on me. Better get the old staff on me. Probably came with a mask on me. If I'm drinking, got a flask on me. Pump your brakes, not the gas on me. Move slow, not fast on me. What these niggas talking M's for? Came in the M6 or M4. Hit him with the M16 and slide in the M5. Tell him what it's meant for. I got sins to repent for. Your girl on the plane, you a lame, so I sent for. Don't get shot by the centaur. They ain't tell you I'm a sad, yo. They got me back in my bag, yo. Go fuck yourself, you're an asshole. Pussy nigga in a dickhead. I'm cooling out with the pith heads. You know I fuck with the sour niggas. Get the wax and the flower niggas. And you know I stay flying, and I'm probably getting high in the crib, watch a power nigga. Yeah, I stay on the ghost shit. And I came with the Tommy nigga. I don't mean my white boy, I'm talking about 100 shots, cause I came through the army niggas. Polo and the money nigga, ride like Clyde, but this handgun is Bonnie nigga. You don't fuck around and turn your face into yo, but you be a choke Bonnie nigga. Ghost.
What up, world? You already know it's your boy Matt Mr. the host with the Ghost. No need to brag no boast. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in the real way for us players to play. And let's talk about it.
Ain't nothing promised but death, but accepting this kind of dress. Mama scared to sleep cause she vision me in the casket. Black say he cursed, somehow I feel like he passed it. Now I hit the hood with a K and a piece of plastic. Most of my sisters gone, how the fuck is this shit a part of life? Right after the church and my brother to do a couple life. I know I'm supposed to be grateful, the devil made me hateful. Looking at my dog on the table, condition wasn't stable. Told her bring the back, but the doctor told me they wouldn't able. Walk with me, I'll show you a movie, that shit you see on cable. They found my homie mama murdered, face inside a robber. He was picked up in the NFL, now he's suicidal. Damn, looking at my son, I only think to stay instead of thinking what could it the worst, I only think to pray. Cause well, some they tell me y'all gangsters go down the same. Before I let them crash my dreams, I'm a fly.
Always a go down, always a showdown. I'm on and up, cause niggas is low down. I be fucking up, pray to God for the slow down. It's the fast life, throw it up if you throw down. Always a go down, always a showdown. I'm on and up, cause niggas is low down. I be fucking up, pray to God for the slow down. This the fast life, throw it up if you throw down.
I know the fans listen. From the hood to Hollywood, it's a transition. Face under my hood, just like a transmission. Grams to ambition. I recall reading up and the grand missing. Mom Christian, father was a black spade. Uncle funeral parlor, cause of a black gauge. I rap and paid and they well jealous. They almost got me, I shot 3 Del Ellis. I'm from the hood, Medicaid, Fidelis. If Fred afraid, then tell us. I doubt that. Well, money, murder, I'm about that. And they about it too. I'm trying to stay focused. God forgive me what I'm about to do. I know more people in a coma than diplomas. The gunpowder aroma with coronas on the corner. Well, I play the stew, and then I spray the deuce. Niggas lie, my homie Trey the truth.
Always a go down, always a showdown. I'm on and up, cause niggas is low down. I be fucking up, pray to God for the slow down. This the fast life, throw it up if you throw down. Always a go down, always a showdown. I'm on and up, cause niggas is low down. I be fucking up, pray to God for the slow down. This the fast life, throw it up if you throw down. Am I addicted to pain? Am I a stumble in the sun but would never slip in the rain? Is insanity sane? Is afraid when I'm high or ride? Now it's that foul. Blowing the blunt but I'm exhaling the black cloud. When I die, don't cry, nigga, laugh loud. 21 gun salute with a mask, in the mask crowd, shooter in the hawker. But I don't wanna charge or sin. Take out my pain as the MC of the oil field. Brother gone, father gone, couple of the homies gone. Time flying, I'm ready to get my lonely on. I wanna see time fly with the rollie on. Sorta like the blood in the crib mixed with the Corleone. South African warrior blood in my veins with them YO warrior bars. In my brain for the tormented soul. So all my niggas roll with the cars and the gold and the money to grow. Always a go down, always a showdown. I'm on an up and up, cause niggas is low down. I be fucking up.
Shout out Size P, man.
This the fast life.
He always delivers, you know. Always delivers. Yeah.
Always a showdown. I'm on an up and up.
But this is what I wanted to show y'all, man. This is how it's going down in these streets. Y'all better get familiar, man.
Maybe you're learning here. Maybe it's fun, fine. Maybe it's a movement. But be prepared to lose 80 to 90% of it. And if it's still worth it, then have at it. But the biggest loss of capital here will be the human capital of young men who are sitting and staring at their phone and watching the price of Bitcoin or the price of AMC. And ask yourself, would you be better off taking that 1, 2, or 3 hours a day and working out, trying to form relationships with mentors, with romantic relationships, with people at work, getting great at something so you can be the person on the other side of the trade? The greatest loss in capital here is from young men who are more prone to gambling addiction, who don't understand the markets. I think we are setting ourselves up similar to how there's a ton of young women out there who became very depressed by sitting in their rooms looking at Instagram, self-cutting and self-harm skyrocket. I think you are going to see an explosion in young male depression, and I think a lot of it is going to be reverse engineered to apps that convince you you're part of a movement or physically addict you to your. Ask yourself, would your time staring at Robinhood be better spent somewhere out there?
Yeah, man. What up, homie? So what you think about that? Some crazy shit, right?
You know,
Got the boy Yachty in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Let's pop it with you.
I think she is going.
They're messing up your audio, man. I don't know if you're in the wrong place. I can barely hear you there.
I said, you know, it's gonna fall in here. I told him.
I hear you or see you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, put the music. Like, you know, but it's a bit.
Well, the music's too high?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get in here. You know, they be messing with a player stream because you know I got the triple beam dreams. And I put a nigga in his fucking dreams. Cause I'm West Craven. Nightmare, I'm straight.
Yo, no. A lot of niggas want to get with the info beam. They don't nigga Halloween. We need 4 to this.
No, but I can't help you because
niggas talk shit. They just done. Huh?
I'm gonna see if I can do this.
I'm saying, yo, she does forward in there.
I still don't understand what you said. But what do you think about what the homeboy was just talking about, the whole Robin Hood?
I didn't too late, so I didn't hear everything.
The stock market debacle with Robin Hood. You know where they're trying to set regulations.
Billionaires are pissed off, right? I know.
Yeah, for that the whole stock market situation, right?
Pissed off. No
stock. The stocks went up, you know what I'm saying? People were buying and they're like, nah, we gotta just stop this whole thing, you know. And this is the regulation that they this is the what they call regulations, you know.
For sure.
The way they got the shit rigged, you know what I'm saying? So it's just weird. It's weird as hell, you know what I'm saying? Because they got people out there suing them now, you know what I'm saying? But I think we gonna figure this shit out because you can't deny people
They
access
mad.
to the stock market. A lot of people their livelihoods depend on this shit. It looks like it. A lot of people, you know. So he's saying like, yo, y'all gonna spend your whole lives looking at the stock market, and there's a whole life to live out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you remember black folks were the first commodity traded on the stock market, right? And then they wanted to implement other things to go along with it, you know, to offset the fact that they used slavery to build this country. And they're living off the spoils, you know? The living benefits. So it gives you a notion of how far we've come.
Hold on. Message right now. Hold on.
Which is not very far at all. Do you know that since slavery, chattel slavery was abolished in the 1860 something, it's been 100 years and black folks still own 0.5% of the wealth. Well, that's in America. I don't know about Canada because it's a different story, but let's say the Americas, it's the whole North America, you know? That's what it boils down to. That's what it breaks down to. You know, it's more than just equity, you know, and equality. It's more like restitution, and reparations. Well, on top of that, people want to just know, like,
true story.
How far are these people gonna get, you know, broken until they really realize, yo, there's no diplomatic way out of this, really, unless we follow a code, which is a collective understanding of what we need to do in order to get ourselves on the right side of history, which is to dismantle this whole system of oppression and suppression, white supremacy, you know? Because we were born sufferers, right? Shout out to the Warlock for that track, you know, because that track is a real thing, you know. They think that people are not developed ways to cope with the pain and just still struggle and strive for the best, you know. So from we know that, we know a lot of things need to be handled and a lot of things need to be broken down on a regulatory manner, you know. That's why when I say steel sharpens steel, I'm keeping it all the way real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have your folks.
Yo, my nigga, you just disconnected. Who did you?
Huh?
Who did you mention before? Because you disconnected like literally the whole shit just disconnected.
Oh, I was talking about the theme of the show is steel sharpens steel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, steel sharp steel. Sharpens steel. Okay. Who's that?
No, it's just a saying, you know, because in life,
steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You explain it for me.
It's a saying where it's like you like when you're speaking to someone, your peers and stuff like that, y'all go at it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a difference of opinion, but It's to make you guys better, you know. It's like to match wits, you know what I'm saying, and to actually see how far we could take our intellectual prowess, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So when I tell you something, you tell me something, and we disagree, but sometimes we agree. You know, it could work out in both of our favors. You know, if we really think about it and see how much gain we could, you know,
Okay.
manifest out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, steel sharpening steel is a real thing. You know, that's how a lot of these
Did you come
warmongering.
up with that with yourself? Did you come up with that quote?
It's actually iron sharpens iron. You know, which a known saying. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. The meaning of steel sharpens steel is iron sharpens iron, right? So when we talk about steel sharpening steel, it's a sentiment around a woman's relationship. It's a metaphor that you sharpen a knife with a knife, you know. So the sharper I get, the sharper my pair should get.
Your
You know
team gets.
Well, matches one's wit and sharpens another person's wit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So when we talk about that level of the game, we have to be like, yo,
Got
this shit makes perfect sense.
you. It does. When you explain it like that, it makes sense. You know?
Yeah, because look, we don't all own a monopoly on knowledge, right? We all have bits and pieces that don't kick the game around, you know, stir it up in a pot and see what type of you know, blessed motherfucking food for thought that we come up with, you know. So when it comes to this, I put the Black History myth, you know, the Black History myth, because what is Black history?
What is Black history for real?
You know what I mean?
We have so much unknown shit that we were capable of in the back way back. That they only show you that you are fucking weak. So it's the thing that they want to manipulate your brain and make you feel like you're weak.
Exactly. More lies in deceit. We can tell by the way they're handling their own people in this whole pandemic situation. You know what I'm saying? Much less us.
Even right now, you guys are on lockdown in fucking Montreal. I didn't even know this shit. Like 8 o'clock? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Does Corona stop after 7 o'clock?
Oh, that's what they're looking at. That's what they're like. Oh, we need to figure it out. So slowly but surely they're implementing different things, you know. But it's like
It's just to see if they could really control niggas. That's all it is. Not just niggas control the population. That's it. They just want to test. It's a test right now. And everybody's complying. Everybody's complying.
Yeah, it is a test.
Yo, you see last year when I came out of jail? Hold on. You see last year when I came out of the jail? And when I was staying with my nigga, because I had nowhere to go, right? So I had to stay with my nigga until I found a place. You know?
Word.
So we used to go to Walmart, right? And there was a big ass lineup. You know what me and my nigga did?
What?
We walked right through that fucking lineup. Fuck everybody, fuck you, fuck this, fuck your mask, fuck everything. You know? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Sir. Yo, fuck you. We're in here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. You could do that at one place, but everywhere it's like
no. Listen,
so like,
I'm telling you, we don't follow rules over here,
bro. They said stay in your yard, your mirror. Your mirror was talking, kind of our yard and all that. You released a PSA. Your mirror. The Ford. One of the Fords.
Yeah, my nigga, we don't follow no fucking rules. Fuck the government and fuck their rules. If we all sit down here and fucking
New York said the same thing. They were in a little curfew situation too, you know. For like 3 months, they couldn't go out at 9 o'clock or nothing like that. So now they're trying to implement it here, you know, because usually what they do in the States,
they try to implement it here in the first place and it don't work. They try to give us a curfew.
Oh yeah,
and it didn't work. No.
Okay. Well, shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all well
I guess
and good.
D-Dot niggas are different than anybody else, you know?
No, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? If they really wanted to put a lockdown, I don't think it would be that hard. But T-Dot's more spread out still, so it's hard to really tell people, oh,
Stop doing shit.
You know? But down here it's not that spread out, you know? So Montreal's a small little island, you know, and it keeps increasing. Now they said there's a new strand and all that. But
Yeah.
what I'm
From
what I'm
UK,
really,
right?
yeah. What I'm really trying
Yeah.
to get at is, so now they blocked all the flights from the Caribbean, which makes no sense, you know. What does the UK have to do with the Caribbean? But I guess a lot of white folks go to the Caribbean, so it's kind of good that they don't go down there. But I shouldn't say the white folks have the disease, but if it started in Europe, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If there's a new mutated here, where are these things coming from? You know? So it's crazy like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming from a fucking lab, my nigga. And we all know this. Okay?
Yeah, but
You know what
prove it,
I always ask myself sometimes? I'm like, okay, even soldiers and police, right? I always ask this. I'm like, don't these people have families that's not like soldier or police, you know? And you guys want to enforce dumb shit and not thinking about your family at the end of the day? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. But that's
No,
the
do
thing,
you
you
understand
know?
what the fuck I'm saying?
No, not really, because the police, that's what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
It's
listen
not,
what I just said. Listen what I said. They have family that's non-police and non-soldiers. You know?
they're not thinking like that. Do you know the mob? One of their rules is the family, the mob comes before God and country. Your wife, God, and country.
Yeah,
So what
that's
do you think these soldiers have and these police when they're the biggest gang in the world? What do you think
the
their oath is?
hugest. I guess they get brainwashed still. I don't know.
To the max. Huh?
I guess they get brainwashed because I even remember like 3 years ago, you know, I was about to juke this youth, and when they turned the corner, you know, and I threw over my knife, you know, I was about to jam this youth, you know, like literally, like I was about to stab him in the stomach and shit, you know, and I threw away the knife while they came, and the man them came and they like pull out their fucking taser and like tase, like 3 niggas tase me, dog. Look at me, I'm not a big nigga, you know.
Three niggas had 3 tasers? God damn.
3 tasers. And I pulled all 3 of them out of my fucking stomach.
That's what's up.
And as soon as I pulled it out, this Filipino fucker came and he just elbowed me right in my head. If you ever seen my head the next morning, my nigga, the judge let me out because she knew for a fact I could sue them.
Okay.
You understand?
Oh shit, man. The Filipinos. We're fighting over there with the Filipinos.
It wasn't a Filipino, it was a nigga still. You know?
Yeah.
The cop was Filipino.
Okay.
You know?
See, that's how they do, man. That's how they do you. They do you dirty, you know? I got
And
beat
when the
up.
man fucking gun butt me and all kind of shit, and then he brought me to the hospital and shit.
I
I
tried
sat
to
down in the chair with the man. I'm like, yo, why did you do that? You did not need that force. You know?
yeah. Because a lot
He
of
was
these dudes
like, I
have a
thought you have some shit on you. You know?
they
Blah
never
blah blah. You know?
because a lot of these
And I'm
police
there
dudes,
saying to them, I'm like, yo, you know I could sue you guys, right?
they're on steroids, they have a complex, they racist. A lot of them are race soldiers, right? Where
Of
they're
course.
just
Yo,
going out
no,
there to
remember, remember this. I live in Peel region. There's no deal Peel. That's what we call it. No deal Peel. You understand?
yeah.
No matter what you do, you could be an innocent ass nigga. You know?
Oh yeah, that's just like down here, man. But down here was even worse because we had crooked cops back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you
Oh
know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
know.
We did a drug problem, you know, down here. So it's like,
How many times did me and you and Nuts run away from them?
fire, but I want to show y'all a little something with this here cat, Charleston White.
What's that?
It's this dude on YouTube. He was kicking some game. You know what I'm saying? He comes off a little empty at times and this and that and the other, but what he's saying is some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I just want to show y'all a little clip. Show you a little clip. Tell me what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he's talking about.
Okay, send it. Share it.
Charleston speaks about Meek Mill allegedly putting money on his head, calls him a rat.
Who the fuck did Meek Mill put money on? Because I've been hearing about some shit like this, you know.
Yeah, because Meek Mill thinks he's a gangster, right? He got money, he's rolling with Jay-Z now. All this shit went to his head. You see him hopping around for them fucking millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Hopping around like and he's gonna fuck around and tell you, I got money, man. I can do what I want. You know, I'm Meek Mill.
Real shit.
A lot of niggas think that, you know. They don't really represent the culture the way they should because they feel like they got money and they can do what they want. They could set trends and do all types of shit. But do the trends really matter, you know? Because a lot of motherfuckers, I feel like, they just like to hear themselves talk, you know? They don't really want to... they don't really want to convey a message that's actually going to bring about real, productive, constructive change, you know? I feel like they just like to hear themselves talk because they're getting money on YouTube and they found a way to monetize what they're saying. So it's like they're just regurgitating all shit that they heard before, you know? And that shouldn't be the way it's supposed to be, you know? We got to really dig deep and find the truth of all this bullshit, you know? Because, you know,
okay.
Nowadays you got to read between the minds, not read between the lines, you dig? Let's listen to this shit.
I can't see it.
Say, now listen. Now this shit ain't fair. I promise you God, this shit ain't fair. Now everybody gonna pick on me. Everybody mad on me for what I'm saying about the rapping thing. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing to the rapping thing. Ain't nobody gonna finally look at. Now I'm over here, the rapping niggas over there. Ain't nobody gonna tell the rapping niggas. Now look, man, you niggas wrong in a motherfucker. I got to be all one tell these niggas that. Now everybody, the whole hip hop industry mad at me. But listen, hold on. I want to say this before I go any further, right? And this on before I go to getting funny. Let me say this on all seriousness. Shout out to Chief Keef and Lil Durk. Yeah. Shout out to Chief Keef and Lil Durk, my nigga. say, man, that's that's a start, man. Yeah, for real, that's a start. If you niggas sincerely go do that, man, we greatly would appreciate that, man. If all niggas could stop doing that, and we ain't gonna worry about the people on the internet that doing it, we'll correct it and redirect it when we see it. But if you niggas start that home and set that trend, my nigga, salute to you, man. So yeah, that's a big boy move there, home. That's man shit. That's what you niggas say y'all go do. And I hope y'all can stand on it, because once you say it, you got to stand on it. Now that's on a serious note, right? So listen, to this funny shit. Now all you motherfuckers right here fucking with me. Now I had a nigga send me a DM, and in my DM, the nigga said, I would much rather be a homosexual than a snitch. Nigga, what? This nigga, what? Say, well, maybe he's already a homosexual. So maybe it was easy for him to say that. But the nigga said, I would rather be a homosexual than a snitch. Whoa, boy, that's some. Yeah, maybe he got the 25. Maybe he don't have a full developed brain, and he just don't say. I got to get this nigga. Say now, listen. Now Philadelphia. I know y'all gonna get mad at me again, but say listen. I got a lot of niggas from Philadelphia. How about they gonna kick me in my ass? And they say I can't come to Philadelphia. So listen, I ain't never going to Philadelphia. I ain't never been there before. I went there one time. I got lost on the subway one time, and I ain't never been there before, so I ain't gonna go there now. So nigga want to keep my ass with a bounty on me in Philadelphia. So what? I ain't never going. Yeah, then if I go there now, motherfucker Philadelphia won't know I'm there. So listen. So check this out. Y'all picking on me. And I don't think it's fair that y'all picking on me. And shout out to my nigga Pistol Gordon. Say shout out to my nigga Pistol Gordon. And say, if y'all want to see some real live shit, if y'all want to see the kind of white boys that went to the White House yesterday, go check out my boy Big Mac, the White Boy Lockdown Production. Hey, say, go check out my white boy. Hey, say, I'm talking about Matt tried to go with them white boys and he wasn't driving trucks. Say, you talking about white boy, did you see the white boy put the ladder on her? Say, you niggas, if them white boys can do that, niggas can break out of prison. Say, this nigga, the white boy put ladders on the wall and crime started. What kind of white boy? This was some Avengers. Now, the white boy got some superheroes. We got niggas running around in the ghetto. Did you see how that nigga killed Mo3? That nigga that killed Mo3 had his pants around his thighs, running with a mask, with the gun straight up, shooting at Mo3. Say, can you imagine what them white boys would have done with a nigga like, we ain't ready for them white folk. We got to hit the reset button, time out. We don't need to say nothing shit in the white. What them white folks showed up, they got some white folk that'll come after whoever them. Say, y'all been wondering who them Proud Boys were. Now you see who them goddamn Proud Boys were. Say, listen, you find me. Say, listen. Now I know y'all finna get mad at me. I ain't even got to what I want to say, but hold on. Say, Farrakhan. Farrakhan ain't even got no niggas like that. Say, Mr. Farrakhan, them Muslim niggas ain't even that goddamn bad. Say, them both time, wearing bean pie eating ass nigga.
So now he's bringing up the white boys that stormed the Capitol, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But herein lies the problem. He talks a lot of real shit and he mixes it up with this type of shit, you know? You cannot have your
But the only part that got me fucking discombobulated is the fucking part that he said he'd rather be a homosexual than a snitch.
No, somebody said that. Somebody else said that. And he's like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a whole...
How about you rather that be none of the above? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Why is it got to be story, you know? But we got my other homie with me, you know what I'm saying, to break it down, this whole situation out here, you know. You already know what I'm talking about. It's your boy WR in the building. Steel, sharper than steel.
Who's that?
Yeah.
What's
that? Man, this episode is still, you know, where we kick the game around, we keep it real.
I got a widget.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
what's
widget.
the science? What's the science today, though?
It was basically about the capital and like some guys saying some about some he rather be a fucking homo than a snitch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, not him. He heard somebody say that.
What I was trying to get at is, yeah, you got dudes that be doing that, you know, but that be saying this type of shit. But are they really about this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? Are they really like when it comes to steel sharpening? I'm looking at the whole game with a side.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody's really telling nobody to keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
oh yeah,
yeah, man. You know, just the overall dynamic of what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? You got Charleston White. He was bigging up the white boys that ran up in the Oval Office, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Boys are crazy.
What was it again? Capital. The capital.
Yeah, the Capitol.
Yeah.
But them white boys, the only reason why them white boys are crazy, right? In the first place, is
because they know they ain't gonna get arrested.
Got a system that perpetuating their dominance over everyone else, you know? So that's what the system is fighting over. Who's gonna dominate us and perpetuate the madness? So he's big. So I feel like everybody that comes on YouTube and says blase, oh niggas ain't shit, niggas that's grinding ain't shit, doing this, doing that, blah blah blah. Y'all niggas listening to rap, blah 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 blah. I feel like a lot of these dudes are just appeasing to the white man because it's not easy to just figure out. Oh, we got to do this. We're stuck up in a big trap and a big, you know what I'm saying? We're really in the 8 ball, right?
Yeah, for real.
No pun intended, you know. But it's like they know that, you know. So they push these dudes out here that's gonna give these narratives like, okay, niggas is the problem, and it takes our focus off white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you niggas, yo, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Teaching us to have like no real morals or character or integrity about this shit, you know? Who told y'all
that's all part of their plan, man. They don't want to highlight what's, you know what I mean, all the righteousness. They rather highlight all the ratchetness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, you know. So I feel like,
yo, Moose, remember what I told you today? Remember what I said? What Hitler said on his deathbed?
Huh? What?
Remember what I told you today when I spoke to you?
Yeah.
What Hitler said on his deathbed?
What did he say?
He said America's gonna crumble once black people figure out who the fuck they are.
Yeah,
remember I told you that, right?
For sure, that's what's gonna happen. Well, now we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to, you know, bring it out.
We know. That's why they're scared. That's why they're making all this pandemic shit, and that's what it's doing. And that's what they're doing is.
Yeah.
They realize black people are figuring out who the fuck they really are. You know what I mean?
That's the way of living. Still, but we are. You see, we always knew who we were, bro. It's just.
We did, but it's like we never woke up at the end of the day. We were sleeping. That's all we were doing.
Yeah.
You know?
They're stuck in a phase. But you have to understand, it was designed that way. You see how they have it? The system design is for people to stay down.
Exactly.
It's not designed for us to fucking use our brains.
It's no, it's not. Like, come on, think about this. All right. Lachine has a different school, right?
Yeah.
LaSalle have a different schooling system.
Yeah.
Fucking Laval has a different schooling system.
Yeah.
Why is it not the same schooling system in the end of the day? It's the area that you come from. They want to dumb your ass down. You get me?
Yeah. They want to keep you in that area.
Exactly.
But you guys got to know it's more insidious than that. Like they really know exactly.
No, we know it's more serious than that. Yo, Strike. We know that it's more serious than that, bro.
Oh,
Well,
this guy just called you Stripe. I've heard that for years, you know, doggy. Oh,
that's how you know we came from way back.
Oh, that one brought me back still.
There you go with you.
I made me forget my thought, man. Fuck. Well, hold up. Yeah,
Anyway.
but I was trying to.
Okay, come back to it. Come back to it.
They know everything about the postal code. Postal code has a lot of bearing on how you're treated in this society. You know what I'm saying? Because the codes, everything that is codified. So the postal code is one of the main things that they use in order to identify you and classify you.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for that. You know? If you're in a certain postal code, trust me, you'll be getting a lot more off, a lot more, and they'll treat you a lot better. You know. So these things we gotta really uncover. You know, and debunk. You know, because
real shit.
shit is deep.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Redlining.
One of bugs, see?
This is Charleston White. He's about to speak on Meek Mill putting money on his head, and others are calling him.
Ain't even got no nigga like that. Say, Minister Farrakhan, them Muslim niggas ain't even that goddamn bad. Say, them both time, wearing bean pie eating ass nigga, no pope but pussy eating ass nigga. Say, they can't climb no wall. You ain't never seen a nigga climb. Them were old white folk. You ain't seen that young white boy out there. All the white kids is in college. Them was the white boys that went to Vietnam. Them was the Desert Storm white boys. We ain't got no nigga that can scale a wall. All our niggas playing football. Now they can jump high. They can dunk a basketball. Say, them niggas can shoot them motherfucking 3-point. Say, them James Harden niggas can knock down 45 points. But that's something like that jump ball. We need to go take something from somebody. We ain't got no nigga that bad. We got nigga wait till you gone. They gonna go kick in mama door. They know the kids in there. And they gonna come in there like that George Floyd nigga. George Floyd went to prison for kicking in a motherfucker's door, putting the pistol up to the woman's belly, saying, bitch, where the goddamn money at, hoe? And that nigga 9 feet tall. That woman looking up at him with that goddamn gun. Bitch, I'll kill you in this. I'll kill that baby. The money back there. Don't get your money. Don't get it back there. Please don't kill him. Say, now, them the kind of niggas we got. Them white boys scale 10-foot walls with
Yo.
killing niggas till we can figure this shit out. Most of the niggas y'all killing anyway ain't really worth shit to nobody but their mamas and their children and the bitches they fucking. So to the rest of us in the community, them niggas don't really mean shit. So yeah, we just keep killing niggas till we figure this shit out. But we ain't fucking with them white folk. Y'all some lying motherfuckers. Shit, y'all lying like mother. We ain't fucking with them goddamn white folks. Especially. Now listen. Now Meek Mills and them talk all that gangster shit to us. Somebody get Meek Mills in here. Somebody tag Meeky. Yeah. Tag Meeky Millie for me. Meeky Mills for me. Somebody get Meeky Mills in here for me. They talk all that gangster shit. They talk all them goddamn rappers and all them goddamn fantastic beats and drums and instruments that them niggas is making so them niggas can put that lyrical content on. Somebody get Meeky in here. Meeky talk crazy to us. He got our kids hollering, and him he get with Rick Ross and them and talk about this shit and try to lay down low and tell them and get over here with these goddamn white boys. Look how he act with these white boys. Y'all look how this nigga act with these goddamn white boys. He over here bouncing. Boy, I ain't never seen no nigga. Look how Meeky acting with that white boy. Is that Meek Mill? Y'all, or is that Meek Mill? Is that Meek Mills?
No.
Is that Meek Mill?
Is it?
What that boy hopping like this for? Who is he hopping for? Oh my goodness, what the boy doing, y'all? Is he doing that with some white folk? Is that what we got to do when them white folk give us some money? Now that's Bojangling there, y'all. The boys and girls, that's what you call Bojangling. That's tap dancing. She a tap dancing ass nigga. Now he got gangster lyrics. Well, somebody get Mickey in here. Mickey, you got to explain this. Now y'all want Pop Hunter. Say listen, y'all want Pop Hunter to explain something he did with his mama. Mama, boy, go take your ass down there. You tell them white folks who shot that, killed that goddamn boy, I beat your goddamn man. Nigga, boy, yeah, man, mama, boy, you better go tell him. Mama, I don't give a damn who gonna kill you. Nigga, I'm your goddamn mama. You gonna go down there and tell them white folks what I told you, what you saw. Come on, boy, let's go down there. And y'all go crucify that baby. And Mickey bouncing around this motherfucker, hopping on the motherfucking tennis court. Nigga, he's supposed to be out there hitting the tennis ball so fast where the white boys can't hit it. He's supposed to be out there showing nigga strength. Yeah, he's supposed to be out there with his shirt off, showing the white boys that they don't have the physique like the nigga. Yeah, he out there with his shirt buttoned up to the top. Yeah, they got his shirt buttoned up to the top. I don't know what they doing here, boy, but I don't want that much money. Now listen, y'all, I don't want that much goddamn money. I promise I don't. Yeah, I don't want that goddamn much goddamn money. Well, I got to get up there and do that kind of shit and hug a white boy like that. Yeah, nigga, Brian want to go to hell if we got to show him. White folks ain't done us no. Now, we got to listen. All white folks ain't bad. You hear me? All white folks ain't bad. It's a whole bunch of John Brown descendants and that John Brown spirit running through this motherfucker. Nigga, John Brown, what the hell, a motherfucking white boy, man?
Okay. See? He mixes the good shit with the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Yo, I'm a real nigga from the streets, dog. Don't tell me that the Nation of Islam is fucked up and y'all niggas is all this and that and the other, but the white boys is good. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Fuck all that shit. I'm going with the bean pie niggas, dog. I understand that certain niggas is hating on Farrakhan for whatever reason, but you can't deny the greatness.
Yo, I bet you any money Farrakhan get shot this year.
You know what I'm saying? So
I bet you any money.
So that's the whole thing about it, you know. And he said he'll snitch and everything like that, but he's tough because he killed a white boy. But he's bigging up the white boys now. Hold on, something's not adding up. I understand his message, and I understand a fiery message, like yo, shit, you know. But still, you know what I mean. 8 Mil should be running around a little bunny hopping around fucking rich white dudes. And he shouldn't be talking about the Nation of Islam like he talks about it. Because we're going to need everybody, you know what I'm saying? If you want to conquer this system, you know? So
that's a fact.
You can't blame other victims, you know what I mean? So it's kind of off. It's off code, you know.
Man, broke it down. You broke it down still. I can't really say much to it. It's true though. You can't blame a victim.
You know
Jinx, you owe me a key.
So now you're stirring up a bunch of shit online. All right. Moses.
What was that?
6 shot, nigga.
Huh?
Whole shot.
Oh, this guy's drinking a beer.
A bear.
This guy's a real Toronto cat.
Nigga, I'm a Montreal cat, if anything, okay? That's where I grew up. Texas, nigga, for life.
You know I gotta fuck with you though.
You already know. Cheers though.
But true. We do have that spirit in us, you know. That's
a fact.
You know what I mean?
It's natural.
And that's the long line of real motherfuckers around us. I was just soaking up game. And now we're in a situation where we know the truth. We can't let nobody distort the truth, you know? We gotta carry on the truth where it needs to be.
That's 100% right there.
So I was reading this whole thing about the Chicago scene and everything, the drill rap and all that. Somebody
Okay,
said
yo,
that.
before hold on, yo, Strife. Before you even continue with that, you see what Academics is doing right now with these Toronto rappers?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what he's doing?
Yeah, he's trying to
That
make them
nigga
beef.
is stirring the pot, bro.
But that's what he does. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He's in the States stirring the pot in Toronto. Because
Exactly.
the Toronto niggas want to be like the Chicago niggas. So he's like, oh, this is right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
And I'm here like, yo, 3/4 of y'all niggas that's on this live with him are pussies. You catch them at Yorkdale, fucking Driftwood, anywhere you catch them, you punch them in your face and they're fucking drop down.
They're just running them their beaks, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what they are, right?
Caparoo. I call them Caparoo.
Sitting ducks, bro. That's what they are. They're sitting ducks. That's what they do. But yo, listen.
Yo, dog, I caught one of them like 3 years ago, dog, and I just thump him in his face.
For sure.
You talk too much shit.
You see,
Certain
mans will watch the things and be like, oh, these guys are cheese, yo. These guys are real fucking cheese, dog.
And even the real niggas that I met in real life, to be honest with you. There's this nigga named, yo, and I thought he was a real nigga still.
It's Montreal lingo.
No, Noble.
All the real niggas from Montreal moved down there and started a thing down there. And then they sent for the yard man.
Yo.
They were sent for the yard man to come deal with the matter, certain things, you know. But anyways, we already know the fucking history behind all of that thing, you know. We already know the history behind it. But it's just, you know,
keep quiet about it. You know?
These guys are really
like you shared a post the other day, and I didn't even say nothing because it was 100% fact. It's like shit that you guys are bragging about. We did. I never said nothing.
Facts.
Right?
Facts. Big facts.
A big whole bombo clap, big batty fox.
So that's the thing, you know. Why do people think that is? I guess it's this whole internet craze, you know. The internet.
Yeah, you know, it's clout. It's clout. They're looking for clout.
Well, yo, which?
What up, Kim?
If you send me your tunes, I'll post them. You know? I will put it on my Instagram, you know, like I do for fucking Nove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll share that shit if you send it. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. I'm gonna send it.
I'm a real nigga like that. Like I support niggas.
Nah, for sure. That's love,
and I will make people listen to it. I'm like, yo, check out my nigga right here. You know?
He's in Tita and he's around them, you know, so he'll really push that shit.
No, that's love, though. That's love for sure.
I have
my cousin too.
20 girls right now that have fucking. Hold on. I have fucking 20 girls right now that has KC. You remember KC? No.
Yeah.
Of course I don't. KC.
I have 20 bitches that has this shit on Spotify. Sometimes I come in there and they're playing his tunes. You know what I mean?
Nah, Casey got the tunes though. I won't lie. Casey got some tunes.
It's his voice.
Yeah.
It's his voice.
It's more the voice though.
It's the voice.
Bar nice, but the voice, his voice. He's made to rap.
Bars too. I got bars too, dog.
And bars.
But nah, the voice is the key.
You remember Straight Out the Box? That first mixtape he dropped way back in the days?
Yeah, fresh out the box.
And then he was like, I just wanna blow job. Yo, bro. I'm in the Lexus just like, yeah, I just wanna blow job. That tune was on repeat. Repeat. I didn't want to hear the rest of the tunes from the album. I just want to hear I just wanna blow job.
Hey, yo,
you get me?
Somebody said that King Von when I was talking about the whole Chirac shit, what I was gonna bring up, somebody said that Lil Durk sacrificed King Von to get where he
I heard that when he died.
But I know FBG Duck was a real dude, you know what I'm saying? And
FPG Duck is my nigga. You know who I'm listening to nowadays though?
they were clowning his death
King
kind of,
Kong.
you know? And now I scroll through the internet and I see this thing called Real Rap Show, the real reason why FBG Duck was killed. So I was like, okay, let me check this out.
Okay, do you know that the police arrived on the scene and they had enough time to save the nigga?
I know, and they let
And
him
they
die.
did.
You know why? Because he's one of the biggest GDs in Chicago. They're trying to dismantle the gangster nation because
No,
now
FPG Duck is a real ass nigga, for real, for real, for real.
they're actually trying to indict Larry Hoover, saying that he put together some gang meetings and stuff like that. And Trump was really supposed to pardon him, you know. All Kanye went to go ask to pardon him with Kim and all
Who,
that.
FB?
No, not FB, man. Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover is the
Oh.
leader of the gang.
Oh yeah.
GDs, you know. FBG
Yeah.
Duck was one of the biggest GDs out there. But I was just saying, there's a lot to
Duck. You know what though? Maybe Larry Hoover's gonna come out in like a year. If he comes out in a year, that means they sacrifice FBG. You see me?
Nah.
If he does.
They ain't gonna come out. They just trying to give him an indictment.
I'm just saying, my nigga, if he does come out, you know?
That'll be a
I'm
fucking
just hypothetically
old
speaking right
chance in
now.
hell, bro.
Drill music is killing music. Let's be clear. That's what drill music is. Drill music is
show y'all this
killing
right here.
music. Getting those rappers in Chicago, the young guys, even going back to day one of this whole drill music thing, it's a soundtrack for killing. There's no positivity. There's nothing that's going to motivate you to do nothing positive or creative or any good in drill music. And this is just the facts. It's about killing, sex, drugs, robbery, murder, a person wasting time. They're just like a killing machine. They have nothing else to do, but they're like a bomb ready to go off. That's what a drill music artist is to me. Get in those comments. I'm not going to play with y'all on this one. We're going to be clear tonight. That's what drill music is. So if you look at all of these young guys and guys in Chicago, and they all are running around with these dreadlocks, and all of them are like wearing the same costume. Do you guys remember back in the 80s in Los Angeles when gangster rap was at an all-time high in Los Angeles? And all the murderers and all the gangsters were wearing jerry curls? Do y'all remember that? And dudes were getting their head blown off and people getting killed, and they had jerry curls. And a lot of dudes in LA had finger waves, you know, and processed hair, but it was like a costume that all of these gangsters and dudes that got killed were wearing, with these jerry curls and these plaid button-down shirts and khakis and Converse. It was like this one costume in black shades. And when most of these guys got killed, that was the costume they was in. The jerry curls, the plaid shirt, the Converses, the khakis, that type of thing. In Chicago, it's the same costume. In LA, gangster music was the soundtrack for all of those murders, for all of those killings that was going on, and all of those gangbangers was killing each other left and right, even going from the early 80s to the mid 80s to the early 90s. The murders in LA was bananas, and everybody that was getting killed or doing the killing was wearing this jerry curl costume. And in Chicago, it's like the drill music is the same soundtrack for these murders and these killings and these robberies and all of this heinous crime.
That's facts.
In Chicago. And look at it today, there's a soundtrack for those killings and these murders. And all of these guys are wearing this same costume, the dreadlocks, the hats. You feel what I'm saying? We going deep tonight. Light the comments up. I just want to paint a picture for y'all of what kind of music this is that we're talking about here. This is all facts. This music is, I'm going to kill one of your peoples. We're going to laugh about it. We're going to joke about it. We're going to go to the recording studio. We're going to make a song about killing your homeboy. Then after we make the song about killing your homeboy, we're going to name a strand of weed behind him.
Holy.
Now saying we're now smoking on him. So let me define what the whole "we smoking on you" means. In Chicago, they got this thing where after they kill someone, the enemies
They
go
be
and
smoking
name
on Puffy.
that they killed. And then they call it "we smoking on a giant."
Disrespect is real.
You know what I'm saying? They'll take the person and make a strand of weed out of it in a form of disrespect to the family and the friends of the lost one. This is the way it goes in Chicago. This is how it's been going since day one. We're going to be clear. Write those comments up. I'm going to keep saying that because I know a lot of y'all going to feel a different type of way because a lot of y'all is fans of this soundtrack. You controlled by it. Now, FBG Duck got his way in the game 2011. I told y'all at first I'm gonna take y'all from the top to the bottom. FBG Duck 2011. He in the game. It's a lot of drill rappers in the game. It's hundreds of them. He's one of them making his way up in the ranks. From 2011 to 2019 till 2020. Okay, he's making his way up in the game, in the music, and he's also making his way up in the streets. Now we putting all the cards on the table tonight. I don't want to hear nothing different. We putting all the cards on the table. Remember, I told y'all about this soundtrack, what it drives, what it motivates. You understand? This is the music that FBG Duck and all those other drill rappers, this is the type of music that they make. Not only are they making this kind of music, they in the streets living out exactly what they saying in these songs. These are not no studio gangsters. These dudes are not playing. They in the streets doing exactly what they saying in the songs. This is the definition of this music. This is the music that this young man was making. He could have rapped about anything and got out the hood. We're going to be clear. This is the type of music he was making. This is the lifestyle he was living. Carrying guns, smoking weed, shooting at people, probably shot people, assaulted people, robbed people, humiliated people. This is who he is as a street person. Now, in the house, when you in there with your family, they don't know that you this person, that you are outside. They know you a bad person, you get into trouble, but they don't know the real demon that you is when you outside. And then in some cases, they know 100% about it because that's the territory, that's what's out there. That's what all the young guys are involved in. Some of the parents just got to deal with it. Some of them are backing it 100%. We're going to get down to the bottom of this tonight. This is the lifestyle this young man was living. Like I said, drugs, robberies, whatever I got to do to survive out here, whatever I got to do to be the biggest name out here on whatever side I'm from, that's who I'm aiming to be. How many Chicago rappers can you name that got killed in Chicago over drill music? Put it in the comments, because I can tell you the answer right now. All of them. All of the murders that's happening in Chicago with all the rappers dating back to Lil JoJo, them dudes. It's song versus song. You diss my crew, I diss your crew. We see y'all, we have a fight with y'all, we beat y'all up. Y'all see us a week later, y'all see us, y'all beat us up.
Oh, they hate.
Next time, we got a gun this time. Now we gonna shoot one of y'all. one of them die, we gonna go to the studio, make a song about it, laugh about it, joke about it. Everybody on my side laughing about it. We got a pack of weed named after the guy we just smoked. I just want to lay down all the facts first, so y'all can understand exactly what lifestyle this drill music provides. That's what I want to make clear to y'all before we really get into the story of why this man lost his life. Because I'm going to definitely break that down. Because I heard so many different things about why this man got killed out there. We going to get into, we going to talk about Mom Dukes and all that tonight. Because I seen a video where she did something that was stupid as hell. For her to be a grown woman. Yeah, you lost your son. A lot of mothers have lost their children in Chicago. Had names like Duck. But I seen her in a video do some goofiness. And we're going to save that for later on in the video. Right now, I'm trying to explain to y'all who FBG Duck is as an individual. His mind state. We know how life is for these young guys in Chicago. It ain't nothing positive. I'm going to keep saying that because there's nothing positive out there. Period. So like I said, this young man is making his way up in the rap game. I never really heard too much of his music, but I do know about him. I have heard some of his stuff. I'm really in tune with the drill music scene. It's just some artists I stuck with and some artists I heard about and I said, I don't like the way he sound. I don't like the way, he just didn't have a rapper look to me. So a lot of the artists like Duck, I never really fell into tune with. I got stuck to guys like Chief, Reese, Dirk, the guys that the record labels came to Chicago and put in the forefront. Those are the guys I'm familiar with. But like I said, I am some way familiar with Duck's music. He's making himself to be a household name in Chicago, in the streets and in the music. Because this is the way it goes in Chicago. In order for you to even go to the studio and be making these songs and making these mixtapes saying you doing this or you will do this or do that or y'all do got this or y'all got that, y'all really got to have it. Y'all really got to be known to be out there busting your gun. Otherwise, you're going to be a studio gangster. And like I said, in Chicago, it ain't no studio gangsters. This is real talk. These young guys, 16, 17 years old, got joints with banana clips. This is not a game. So you can't be in the studio rapping about anything negative and you want some in the house chilling with Mom Dukes, being a family person. That's not the case here. So when you out there and you talking that, you live in that. Like I said, in the streets first, then you go make the music. You don't make the music, then go to the streets. It don't work like that. You got to have that notoriety in the streets to be able to go to the studio and say, I'm this person.
You see what he just said there? You know what I'm saying? The streets first, then the studio.
Right.
Instead of the studio before the streets. That's what I was saying before. I think art, life is imitating art instead of art imitating life. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what he's breaking down right there. That's some real shit.
Representing this set. You gotta be a known person to be out there doing that. So I say that to say this. The music that this individual is out here making is only being backed by fans and people in the street is because they know for a fact that this dude is about their life. He will blow your head off. They will run in your crib and et cetera, et cetera. You feel what I'm saying? Let's be clear. The music industry starts to look for dudes who got these big names out there, who's doing the most killings, or whose crew is doing the most killings, or who's been to jail the most times, or who got the craziest rap sheet out there, and they rapping right now, and the streets is following them. This is who the record labels come out there looking for. Now, he had got some kind of situation. I don't know if he was signed to a major. I did hear something about Sony. I could be wrong. Or it could have been the early stages of it. But I did hear something about Sony. I could be wrong. But one of those labels had like another little label under them. And that small little branch under the big label had came to him and gave him an opportunity. Talk about it in the comments, because I could be wrong. But he did get some type of distribution situation or something like that. This is like when I really started to see him start to flourish around on social media and YouTube, from seeing his music videos pop up. I'm like, okay, I dig into who he is a little bit. And like I said, once I dug into who he was wearing that costume, the dreadlocks. You know, he looked at like all the other Chicago rappers. And I was like, oh, okay, so he's one of these type of dudes. And I'm already in tune with Dirk and Chief and Reese and those guys. So he didn't really match up with them. So I didn't really, become a fan of his. Then I noticed I started seeing him on YouTube more. So now, not that I'm a fan of it or I'm looking for him, but it's just popping up in the feeds. And, so I'm like, okay. So then I seen a video that really made me look into who he was more as far as the music, was when I saw a video of when he had first got some type of record deal, or it could be like the distribution deal that he had got with some type of company out there in Chicago. Somebody had reached out to him and gave him a situation. He had, in the video, bought his mom's a Rolls Royce. It could have been the Rolls Royce truck, or it could have, I think it was the sedan. I know it was like a big white Rolls Royce, white and something else. I could be wrong about the color. It could have been gray, or it could have been, but it was a light colored Rolls Royce. And that's when I said, oh, someone still got a record deal. That's when I really started to watch more of his music videos and pay attention to what he was saying and who he was as an artist in Chicago. Was when I seen him buy his mom's, the Phantom. A little bit after that, he got bodied. So now, I said, after I seen the news of him getting killed, I started to really dig into who this individual was. Why was he still in Chicago after you got a situation like that? We gonna get deep tonight, but that's when I really started to look into who he was as an artist and as an individual in Chicago, and his lifestyle and his prior history about the things he had done. If he had a criminal record, was he really about that life? Was he known for killing anybody? But I did a lot of history about him. And I read that he was one of the biggest GD rappers in Chicago. And the GDs, and for those that don't know, the GDs are the gangster disciples and the BDs are the black disciples. And out there in Chicago, these guys are warring back and forth, and murders is just crazy. This guy, FBG Duck, was a gangster disciple, and they have a history in Chicago, especially the young guys. They will blow your head off in broad daylight. They don't care if it's a cop car sitting a block away. If they can blow your head off and get away from the scene, they're going to try it. That's how the young guys is. That's how these G's and BDs is in Chicago. It don't matter the time of day. And it's just for the notoriety. It's like a video game. It's like tag. It's like we get one of y'all, now they're going to try to get one of us. And it's a constant, and the murders happen so much. It's like it ain't even no sadness for it, because it's just like a normal way of life out there. It's like we're going to get one of y'all, they're going to get one of us. It's like a back and forth, constant, everyday, month to month, year to year way of life for people that live in Chicago. And this dude, FBG Duck, was a gangster disciple. Like I said, that whole FBG crew, I'm going to save that for another video. It's really one place I want to take y'all to tonight, and that's where we going. But I'm going to save FBG crew. That's a whole nother video, because I got a whole lot more I want to get into about his association with those individuals and who they are in Chicago. This young man is a GD. He's a gangster disciple. With that type of hat on your head, people know what type of life you about. You see what I'm saying? So going back to him buying the car for his mother. When he bought that car and I saw the video, and with me knowing how life is in Chicago and how rappers out there is getting killed almost every day, and him being who he was and the songs that he had already made about certain crews in Chicago, and just me knowing how Chicago is, it was like, I was like, yo, this dude is on a time clock. You know what I'm saying? Because you better get out of there. And that's what ran through my mind when I seen him buy his mother that Rolls Royce. Because why would you invest the money into that and y'all still living in Chicago around all those murders and all that? It just didn't make no sense to me. I think that right here is what made, certain people jealous or more envious of him, because you don't do no stupidness like that. I don't care how much you gotta have, if you got mind enough to go out there and be committing these crimes and in these songs talking about this lifestyle and you got this and money and guns and houses and girls and all of that, you should have mind enough to know that the first large sum of money that you get is to move out of all of that poverty. What do you think is going to happen the way it is out here? One of these dudes mess around and see your mom's driving that car in the neighborhood and start and shoot the car just behind y'all being out there with that. People don't have that kind of stuff and be driving around poverty neighborhoods and still living in poverty. It just didn't make no sense to me when I seen him buy her that car. Now, get in those comments, because whatever happened to that car? I was wondering about that too, because all of a sudden, after he got killed, the car disappeared. So did they sell the car? Did he really buy her the car? Or was that some kind of clout video that he was doing to make people think that he had the bag like that to lure more people into listening to his music and buying into who he was as an artist? So I want to know what that was about, because that car disappeared. Real talk. I think that was a stupid move. I don't know how much he paid for the car. It could have been hot. He could have got it somewhere at a low price. It could have had a bunch of miles on it. So I don't know what was the situation with that car. But that's when I said, yo, who is this dude? I was listening to the music. Usually you hear the rappers or see the rappers buy their mother a house first, especially coming out of places like that. You buying moms a house first. You gonna ride around in the hoopties and do what you gotta do until you know what I'm saying, stack the bag up some more to do something for yourself or get yourself a car or something like that, or even buy her a car. But the first thing usually rappers do when they get that kind of money is, Mom Duke is out of here. Even if I'm still living in the neighborhood or close to the neighborhood, she's gone. Because I wanna repay her for all she's done for me. And that's just my opinion. I'm not going and buying no $250,000, $300,000 car for her to ride to the supermarket in 2 blocks away. The car's so big, where you gonna park it at? In front of the projects or whatever? It just didn't make no sense to me. And then started to really dig into who FBG Duck was. And I said, wow, I hope this dude be able to live out this dream. Because it's a dream come true for any artist living in Chicago, any kind of poverty-stricken neighborhood, to get hit with that kind of money. It's a dream come true. That's why I said the first thing that should have been done was, even if he can't afford a house, he could have got her a little apartment somewhere in a cleaner, better neighborhood, where they could have raised up the little ones in a better way. You know what I'm saying? So he's this person. Everything I painted, he's that. And probably more, because we don't know. We know he's a demon or was a demon. We just don't know the magnitude of it. But we do know, just behind the lifestyle that comes along with being a GD, you gotta be a certified demon. Let's be clear. So he's that you out there making these songs, dissing people that then lost their life. Even though that's a regular thing in Chicago, like I just stated, that's a regular degular out there. So he's that. He's making these diss records about your homies are dead and my crew did this and y'all can't catch us and we bulletproof. He's that. They said that I heard the record. I seen the video for it. But to me, that song Dead, whatever, that wasn't really nothing. That really wasn't nothing to me. Because I've heard worse stuff come out of his mouth than that. So people making a big fuss about that record that he made, saying that was the reason why the dudes killed them. But that wasn't the reason. We're going to break down the reason why he lost his life. That we definitely going to do. But that song and video that he made was definitely not the cause of him losing his life. he lost his life simply by kind of similar to the Pop Smoke situation. I ain't gonna get into too much about that, but it was kind of similar to that situation. The fact of him being so letting people know about his location and where he be at, making that public to at certain times is the wrong thing. The reason he got killed was not because of the record that he made. He had ops. Everybody know that. I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of crews in Chicago that wanted to get at him. That's the way it is out there. I also heard that it was like $1 million.
Find the perfect song for your video in 5 seconds. Go to artlist.io. New music added every day. Unlimited downloads, a license that covers everything. And we have sound effects.
Dollar bond on his head or something like that. Getting those comments. I don't know too much about that, but I heard that somebody had put $1 million on his head behind something he had did or his crew had did. We're going to talk about that at another time. This individual is living that lifestyle. He's wearing that costume. Just so happens that you then said all this stuff. You then did all this stuff. You got this cloud over your head, man. Dudes don't be thinking, man, when it comes down to them making the decision to make their move to certain locations where they have no business being after you done said and did way too much. Dude probably thought that he was invincible. Sometimes the music that these guys make fuels them so bad that they feel like they invincible, that they got the streets on lock so bad that they almost like a mob figure. Like ain't nobody even got the guts to try to do nothing to me. Or even if they even get close enough to do something to me, the dudes I got around me is going to put their lives on the line before anything. I'm untouchable. I'm not saying he actually thought like that. He could have had that mind state because he was making that soundtrack. He was driven by and motivated by that soundtrack. And that's deep, man. And sometimes when you live in that lifestyle out there, you do too much. Sometimes these young guys, they overdo it. The pot is just boiling over with beef, problems, and it catches up with you. It eventually catches you. Now let's get into this, man. That day that FBG Duck went shopping to get something for him or his son for his son's birthday or whatever, I did my history on this. He already hot. You already done made this record. It's out there. You done said F this person, that person, and whoever else. You hot. You been hot. Just because who you are, you hot. The label that this dude carries, he's the biggest GD rapper in Chicago. You hot. This day that he went shopping over on the Gold Coast of Chicago, it's like a luxurious part of Chicago. It's where all the high-end stores is at. He went over there to go shopping to get some things. There was already a car full of dudes riding around the area, jumping out on people, trying to rob people, trying to find a lick. You know what I mean? Just riding around trying to find out a Vic who got it. They were just riding around doing a bunch of felonious, hopping out, seeing if something's sweet. If not, hopping back in the car, jumping out on people, seeing if this the person they got beef with, what kind of bags they got. I heard they chased a guy or something like that. These dudes are already out there. We don't know if these dudes, and we never found out if these dudes that was riding around in that area that they trying to find a lick had beef with FBG Duck. I heard rumors of people saying it was the BDs that did it, some, and this, that, the third, but that was not the case. We're going to get deep, but that was not the case. This dude is out there. He got a girl with him. The girl got a hammer on her. I don't know if one of the dudes gave it to her for her to hold, because usually that's how it be. whenever it's dudes riding around, these dudes is living that street life, and they don't want to get caught with the hammer on them, they'll pass it over to the girl. That's how they usually do it in New York and other places I'm familiar with. I've seen this done with my own eyes. So like I said, shorty in the car, she got a hammer on her. They out there walking around, going from store to store, trying to find whatever they trying to. Now, because of this whole thing that's going on, and everybody is familiar with this time inside the store, which I think is stupid, and I think that's a trap off. Because I told y'all,
Yo, my phone's about to die out, you know.
about me and my son, and they had a line of people outside the store. Me and my son stood on this line to go in this store and buy one thing. We stood on this line for an hour and change, man. These stores have these lines out there. These are high-end stores. I spoke about that too. They'll have you standing outside the store while two people is in the store buying something.
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine, maybe your son, a father, or your boyfriend, in which case it's really a gift for yourself.
Then when the two people leave, they'll spray the store down, sanitize stuff, like, you know, and then let the store air out, then they'll let two more people in. This was the situation the day that FBG Duck was out there in the Gold Coast shopping. Now, I don't know if he had to go through that same thing at other stores, but I want to say this too. I want to be clear on this. If FBG Duck was a celebrity that those people in those kind of stores respected, even though he was a well-known person in Chicago, but if he was another type of bigger rapper, there wouldn't have been no he's standing on the line, period. This man has to get in here and get out of here. He's a celebrity. He cannot be standing outside on no line. That's a security risk. Anybody could ride by, start shooting, anything. He's standing out here on the line because y'all only letting two people inside the store. Get them two people out of there. Let them know we got somebody outside who is of some notoriety, and he has to get in and buy something and get out. He cannot be outside on no line. I just wanted to make that clear. If FBG Duck was a known person to that level, whoever he was with was supposed to go to that store and say, listen, we got so-and-so outside, and he wants to come in and pick up something, and, you know, we're making a lot of moves today, and we really don't have the time to stand on the line. And if them people in that store really knew who he was and respected who he was in Chicago as a rapper, they would have respected whatever that person told them. And they would have said, okay, well, we're going to speed it up and get these people out of here, get these two people out of here, and he can come right in and grab whatever he wants to grab. But that wasn't the case. The man is standing out there after he done made all these records. Everybody know who you was in Chicago. Like I said, the lifestyle you live, you probably been shot, stabbed, robbed, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You hot. It's dudes already riding around looking for a Vic. We don't know if he had beef with the dudes, but you, that person, you're wearing that costume. So to them, you might be an op or not, but they already riding around on that type of time. It could have been anybody else. They would have got the same thing. But just so happened, you standing out there. Who's to blame here? That's what I want to ask y'all. Because I heard a lot of different things about why he got killed. The reason people were saying that he had beef with the guys that did it. He had gave his location up on Instagram Live. The dudes knew where he was at. They rode over there. Just so happens he's standing out there and they do whatever they do to him. That's what I heard. That ain't the case. This the real reason FBG got killed. Not any of those other videos. Let's be clear. Just so happens he's standing out there. The people letting two people at a time in the store. You looking around every car that go past. You know how these Chicago dudes is. Every car that go past, you looking. He was a sitting duck. And I don't mean to be funny when I say
Yo, I gotta
that.
tap
But he just
out,
happened.
y'all.
But he was a sitting
All right, man.
duck
You already know.
in front of the store.
We'll continue
Period.
with the show.
Because you wearing that costume.
Yeah, man. I'm
You
gonna catch
living
up with y'all tomorrow if nothing.
catches up
All
with
right.
you
You
at
already
some
know.
point.
We chop it up.
And you living in
All
Chicago
right,
and the
man.
way Chicago,
Listen.
anybody would have did it. They ain't even gotta have beef with you. They would have did it just for the name. Do I think it was $1 million bond on his head? No. If it was $1 million bond on his head, they would have got him anywhere. They would have found out where he was living at. Caught him coming out the crib. We're not gonna catch him going shopping. It's $1 million on the line. Anybody could do it. Where he live at? So he's standing out there on this line, man, waiting to go in the store and get what he gotta get. Some dudes that was on that type of time rode by, noticed him standing out there. This is not like no other state, man. When Chicago dudes see you and it's that type of time, it ain't no we yelling out the car arguing with you. We know how Chicago give it up. I just explained that to y'all. They happen to ride by. They know who he is. They heard the music that this man makes. And we don't know. It could have been dudes that was enemies of his, that had beef with his crew. He probably knew in his mind he wasn't supposed to be out there. So the dudes see him. They shoot him. They said the girl that was with him, she pulled out her hammer and started shooting when the dudes rode off or something like that, which don't make no sense to me. Who is that girl? I never seen no pictures of her or nothing like that. Who is that girl? Because first of all, when the girl usually got the gun, I mean, this is just my knowledge of when they pass the hammer off to the girl, or the girl is holding the hammer while we walking. She is on point. She know who the ops is. So as soon as she spots something, she gonna spot it before the dude spot it. You don't wait till the dudes ride off. They done laid two people down right in front of you. Then you want to pull out the hammer and shoot at the car as it's driving away. Why you ain't have that ready blow as soon as you seen the dudes get out the car, man? That's the reason for you having the gun. I'm surprised that she returned fire. I give her that respect. But you returned fire. You shot the gun at the wrong time. You ain't hit nothing. It just don't make no sense, man. It was just that he was out there at the wrong place at the wrong time, and the wrong dudes saw him. And what really messed him up was that line outside that store. Because the longer he stood out there, it gave these dudes a chance, or anybody who had beef with him, or anybody a chance to do something to him. The man out here standing on the line to go inside the store to buy clothes, man. And it's about 4 or 5 people in front of him. So he gonna be out there for a minute. That's what got FBG Duck killed. It wasn't no, dudes had beef with him. I'm gonna say this again. Sometimes it catches up with you. God could have put him on that line for a reason. It might sound crazy, but God could have put him on that line for a reason. Because it cost him his life. But it could have been worse if he would have been with his mother or with his kid somewhere else, minding their own business, and some dudes run down and do something like that. Because mommy and kids could get it too in Chicago. There's been situations where dudes done laid the mother down right with the dudes. I done seen and heard situations like that. But that's what got FBG Duck killed. Kill all them silly stories y'all out there putting out. We from the streets here. I'm from the streets. People got to stop putting out these false narratives, man. I also want to touch on how his mom's was on social media backing him. I'm not knocking her for backing him, but ma'am, let's be clear here. The lifestyle, the costume I spoke about a long time ago in this video, you knew what that boy was out there doing. And like I stated, sometimes these parents don't know that they got that demon living in their house, man. When these teenagers walk inside their house, it's a different individual. These young girls wake up in the morning to go to school and got on regular jeans that her mother or they didn't laid out for her to wear the night before, and she leave out the house and go to her friend's house and put on a mini skirt, and now she out there in a whole different costume. Walk back in the house with the same clothes she left out the house with. Moms don't know nothing. Sometimes these parents out here are so dumb, the kids is doing stuff right in plain sight and they don't see what's going on. Some of these parents out here are too stupid to realize what their kids are doing. And they can look right at it every day and see who they're hanging out with. You know what this lifestyle is that is around. And some of these parents out here, they jacking it. They down with the set too. Because before their kids was out there doing it, especially in places like Chicago, the parents is out there doing it first. The uncles is out there doing it before them. So it's footsteps they following. So I seen his mother jump on social media saying all this stuff, and I'm not trying to down the lady. I don't know. I never met her, but it looks stupid to me. Get off the internet, lady. What are you up there talking about? This, that, and the third. It's looking like you was a street person in.
Looking for the best music for your videos? Mm-hmm. Then you should check out Artist. Freedom! It's all for you. All for you. And the license covers everything. Go to Artist now and start creating.
Hi, my name is Jen.
My name is Barish, and we are from Vancouver Island, Canada.
Passive income.
Last
in your head, sometimes it be situations like that. Let's be clear here. We're not sugarcoating nothing. I don't care what y'all say in those comments. She looked like a fool on IG and on YouTube to me. You just lost your son. And you on YouTube talking some street crap. Then recently, you make another stupid move. I really understand. But you use the parent. Little Dirk said something about FBG Duck in a record. And I'm gonna try to recite the line that I heard, where he said, "You was dissing on my cousin, now you up in that wood, huh?" I think it's on Pooh Shiesty's song, "Back in Blood." I think Little Dirk was referring to FBG Duck in that line. But then again, I think there was another line Little Dirk said in another song where he was basically saying that what happened to FBG Duck that was good for him. Because you was out here rapping that, and now that happened to you. And that's just how it is in Chicago. And that's just how, like I explained it. You kill one of our guys, we're going to make a song about it. This is how it goes. This is what fuels the back and forth murders that constantly keep going. The guns, the studio, the guns, it's a back and forth thing. And this is what's taking these young kids off the street. The music. So, like I was saying, Dirk made a reference to FBG Duck in the records. This dude's mother jumps on Instagram. I seen the video. Jumps on IG with a blunt in her hand. Grown 50, 60 something year old woman, however old she is. Grown behind 50, 60 year old woman. Just lost somebody. Yeah, you upset. I understand. We understand. But this lady's on Instagram with a blunt in her hand talking about she's smoking on Vaughn Pack. basically telling Dirk, I'm dissing you for dissing my son. But man, like I just stated, you know what's going on. You know the vibes. You heard the song your son made before they killed him. You know that. So what you talking about? You smoking on a Vaughn pack? I mean, where do you get off being cool doing that? Where do you get off looking? Where do you get off? How do you look like a woman doing that? Especially after what just took place and been taking place in your life. So that pretty much clarifies it right there. And that's just my opinion on it. All he was a product of what you was. That's why you jumped on social media saying the things you were saying, looking like a child. Just my opinion. Get in those comments. Did you see her with the weed on Instagram talking about she's smoking on a Vaughn pack? It's a constant thing out there. This is a constant thing. And then you, the parent, and I'm going to say it again, 50, 60 something years old. Instead of you taking your time and energy, what happened to that car? Instead of you taking your time and energy, devoting it to trying to salvage whatever you.
So I have a remote job where I work from home and work only 5 hours a week.
Bad, y'all. I know y'all don't want to hear all that bullshit.
His son's career and whatever's left of his music and make something out of it, because there's still some type of value in it. He still has a fan base. So instead of you taking that time that you got right now to use his music to generate some type of money or something like that to keep his legacy going, you look crazy on IG when I saw you with that blunt in your hand talking about you smoking on a Vaughn pack. That's what you doing with your time? That's how mothers is in Chicago after their son get killed? That's the energy that they put out? That's the message they trying to put out to other parents? When you lose your son to the streets by gang violence, this what you do to feel good about it? Just my opinion. That man lost his life. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. He was on that, staying on that line, waiting to get closed, and the wrong people saw him. He got exactly the same energy that he been putting out. There's plenty of other things FBG Duck could have rapped about. He's seen stuff happen to people around him on his come up that could have told him right there, yo, I want to talk about something different. When I get my first bag, we out of here. Not I'm going to buy my mom's a Rolls Royce Phantom so we could front in the hood like we really got it like that. Knowing damn well I myself is on a time clock out here. I'm going to say this to y'all. Parents out there, pay more attention to the kids that you got living in your house, man. Pay attention to see if your kids are wearing their costume. Pay attention to see if your kids are motivated by that soundtrack. You understand what I'm saying? Rest in peace to FBG Duck. You get what you give. I'm going to say that one more time so that can sit in y'all head. You get what you give. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. This has been episode 14 of The Real Rap Show. Is that correct? It's your man Supreme Films. Thanks for the love. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all be safe out there. Real rap.
Yeah, so y'all know it's real in the physio, man. I think the
La direction chez Monduel offre aux employés de la maintenance la latitude de pouvoir prendre des décisions. Aussi sont à l'écoute de nos besoins.
I think, it's my opinion, that
Purchase your dreams.
what he's saying is valid, you know what I'm saying? But herein lies the situation. If they weren't doing that, what would they do? Chicago's the most segregated city in America. The way it's set up. Blacks still live on one side and whites still live on the other. On top of that, where do they get these high power rifles from? These new and improved assault rifles with infrared beam, green beams. You know what I'm saying? All state-of-the-art new type of weaponry, you know? You really gotta ask yourself,
Purchase your tracks
is that even worth it? I know we ain't perfect, but goddamn, it's real in the field, you know? But this is FGB Duck mom saying she been writing Lil Tim and says Lil Durk snaked him.
Man, what is good, YouTube, man? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy Jay here, man. I'm back with another video, y'all. And today, oh my God, y'all, we got another crazy video to talk about. It seems like in today's classroom, y'all, we got Mama Duck on the roster. Yes, y'all, we got Ducky Bucky on the roster. Now, I ain't gonna make this video too long. You feel what I'm saying? Because the next clip is very long and lengthy. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get straight to it. Now, pretty much what we got going on, man. LPG Duck Mama pretty much started a YouTube channel. I'm going to put the name right here, and I'm going to put the link in the description so y'all can watch the full clip. Y'all go show her love, bro. I really need everybody that watches this video to go to this video link in the description. It's spam Ducky Bucky. Now, pretty much she went off on her stream, and she was saying, like, she been writing Lil Tim and Lil Durk finna be in the Fed soon and saying that he sacrificed everybody. Now, I'm gonna just say this before I leave. I'm not saying Durk sacrificed anybody because I feel like low-key she's saying a little too much on the internet. Even though what if she right? I'm not saying she is, but it's like, bro, some stuff is just not meant to be put on the internet. Also, it's like, bro, you don't just throw death and throw bodies and make it seem like he's the reason why people dying. Because if he's not the reason, that's like, that don't feel good when people blaming you for stuff that you had no reason to, you know what I'm saying, nothing to do with. You feel what I'm saying? Now, also, she said she been writing Lil Tim. Now, honestly, I understand she's stepping for her son. She not letting up to somebody because she said investigation building up. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it's looking bad. She even had Lil Durk dad number in her phone. You feel what I'm saying? But I just want to say this, Ducky Bucky. Mama Duck, I respect you so much for how hard you're going for your son, but let that situation go and let God handle it. Best believe nothing is gone unseen in God's eyes. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Just lay off there. I understand you mad, and I know when you know what I'm saying? Because this is her son. So at the end of the day, she got every right to be mad, but just let it go. You feel what I'm saying? And let God deal with it, man. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this next clip. And y'all go show love to her channel and spam Ducky Bucky to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, also, she said she been writing Lil Tim. Now, honestly, I understand she's stepping for her son. She not letting up to somebody because she said investigation building up. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it's looking bad. She even had Lil Durk dad number in her phone. You feel what I'm saying? But I just want to say this, Ducky. Like, Mama Duck, I respect you so much for how hard you're going for your son, but let that situation go and let God handle it. Best believe nothing is gone unseen in God's eyes. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Just lay off there. I understand you mad, and I know when you know what I'm saying? Because this is her son. So at the end of the day, she got every right to be mad, but just let it go. You feel what I'm saying? And let God deal with it, man. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this next clip. And y'all go show love to her channel and spam Ducky Bucky in the comment section, man. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Lucky J. Thank God for another day, man. And yeah, bro.
See, that's why be making me. That's why I've been writing Lil Tim. I've been writing Lil Tim. You sacrifice Vine. Dirk been said it. Now you want to act like you so Vine crazy. Everybody that be around your dad. Shano, Nunu, who else? Vine, who else? Blood Money. Everybody you put on, dad, dude, what is to you? What's to you? Yep, the class. Y'all can tag him, you can show him. I see it. As a matter of fact, I'll call Big Dirt. Matter of fact, hold on. Another receipt. Another receipt. Another receipt. I'm going to cover his number. Another receipt. I can call him right now. Tell him, get your son.
That shit is just sad, man. All I know is we gotta do better, man. There's nothing that can be done, you know, and there ain't nothing new under the sun. So you're telling me that these Chirac soldiers are more gangster than the niggas?
Back up in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, you already know. But yeah,
All
man,
right.
what do you think about that, you know? And do you think that this drill rap is really detrimental, you know? Because I really do too, you know? I think we need to bring back the lyricism and the poetic justice to the game, you know? Because if not, the shit is going to flip and it's going to flop, you know what I'm saying? And you know what happens when shit flip flops? You're washed up on the sand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did I miss out on that?
No. I pretty much played what I had to play before. FBG Duck Mom said she think Lil Durk sacrificed King Von. You know?
That's what she said?
Yeah, because she said everybody that Von put on, Lil Durk put on, end up dying. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? That nigga must be not good, that good of a rapper. You gotta sacrifice.
But yo, if you look at little Durk right now with his little blonde ass dreads, that's some weirdo shit.
Yeah, and the broken finger hand.
You get me?
Yeah. It is.
This nigga is some blonde ass dreads, my nigga.
Yeah, you zooted and booted. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this shit up though. You know what I'm saying? It was a good show. I already know that. You know what I'm
Sorry I
saying?
missed half of it, but you know this phone dies fast, man.
It's all good, fam. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you on the next one. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real in the field. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is.
No.
That's my slogan though. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real.
All right, my brother.
And fuck how they feel. Respect for showing up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this again. You already know. It's your boy Mac
I'll
Mizzle.
send more peeps, you know?
The homie Yachty. And we out here. Peace.
Don't know Gaza thing.